Yo, Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holler. Glitz out, you did.
Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holler, the biggest, coming to you live from the big station, champions only, and we had them last year, had to bring them back, the Denton Ryan Lady Raiders, back-to-back state champions, and with me, head woman, Monesha Allen. Coach Allen, how you doing today?
Good, thanks for having us.
No, thank you for coming back. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Last year, unranked champions, this year, back-to-back champions. Just talk about how it went from being the hunters to being hunted.
Oh my gosh, crazy. It's been a whirlwind of things, and it's just amazing to be in this position. Of course, we started out unranked, and we wanted to slide under the radar, and that we did, and came out on top. And then, you know, once that happens, now you got to prove yourself again, and you know, let everybody know that it's not a fluke, that we were really that talented, we were really that good, and sure enough, we were. Prayed that we stayed healthy, and you stay healthy, you definitely have a shot.
All right, along with that, did you see teams play you a bit differently or even coach against you a bit differently, seeing that y'all were the real deal at this point, this time around?
Oh yeah, I mean, strategies had to change. You have to try to do some different things in order to slow us down. And some people were successful and others were not, but I mean, you just have to make sure that we as a team stay, you know, focused and on the track that we need to take care of business, and we were able to do that this year.
What, only 3 losses on the season?
We have 4.
Okay,
yes.
so 4.
Yep.
So a lot of people weren't successful. But anyway, along with that, as you're going through it, what I was looking on the record, haven't lost since, what, December? So how do you just keep the team focused as you go on this state championship run?
Well, you have your mental days, and we had several of those. As a matter of fact, once a week, we really met mentally to make sure that we were up for any challenges and didn't want any surprises along the way. Because everybody, I mean, you have a target on your back, and so we know that coming in, and it's really easy to get complacent. But the one thing these girls did not do was get complacent. And as a coaching staff, we challenged them as much as we could on a daily basis to make sure that we were ready, especially for the playoff run.
So along with that, of course, you made history, Denton ISD. Not a lot of teams have went back-to-back like you. What does that mean to you in your coaching career?
I mean, just to be a head coach for 24 years and coach an additional 6, you just see so many games and so many championships, you know, just pass you by. And for us to be able to finally do it here this late in the game, meaning this stage in my career, it's been awesome. It's been such a blessing, and then just to have this group of girls, and I mean, they've been playing together since they were young. We did have a kid move in, but it's just, again, it's just been a blessing. The chemistry, the way they trust each other, the way they treat each other, and you just don't find that with a lot of girls. It's really hard, especially to have so many talented girls around each other and to be able to get along, and the way they were able to get along and handle all the pressure and all the challenges, just amazing.
No, it's a big salute to you, because looking at the roster, you have a lot of continuity. Girls that are on this team, they're on the team last year. So just talk about being able to keep your student athletes in this era of the high school transfer portal.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I had a phone call, a scare or two. That is for certain. Got on the phone with my coaches, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're after such and such. And for these girls to just be mature enough and be able to stay together and wanting to run it back, because that's not the, I mean, you don't have that opportunity every, you know, in your career that often, and they certainly did not, but they stepped up to the challenge, mature enough to stay here and accept this challenge, because at the end of the day, if you go out there, I mean, really, is the grass greener on the other side, and what's the goal?
Yes.
So you always got to check the water bill before you leave. So
I like that, yeah.
they did, and I was really impressed with a couple of young ladies, because they did have the opportunity to go, but they chose to stay with their teammates, their classmates, and enjoy the high school platform, and just be a high school kid, be a kid as long as you can, be a high school student as long as you can, enjoy these 4 years, and they have.
Of course, you have a complete team, you know, defeated Leander Glenn 45-34 in the state championship game. Just talk about the MVP performance by Jamyla Anderson, and also Kinley had a great game too, Kinley Lewis.
Right. Yeah. Jamyla, she's been solid, and she is always under the radar. She's never talked about, because you have the other 3 seniors that are D1, you know, commits.
Right.
And so, I mean, something she deserves. That baby lives in the gym. I mean, she is up for whatever challenge that you give her. I mean, she probably has a pillow and a blanket in the gym. She absolutely loves the gym, and it paid off for her. I mean, so I'm so glad that she was able to get MVP, just to show you that, hey, like, we have other talent on this team.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, the way the girls celebrate her, it's just awesome. Like, and I'm telling you, that stuff is true. It's genuine. They do not care who is the MVP. They do not care if we get that W. That means the world to them. And when I say they don't care, it could be anybody. You know,
everybody
there's
get
no,
love. They're spreading it out.
There's no jealousy. I mean, I think about this roster, and 6 kids have been a part of an all-tournament team. 6 kids. I've been coached a long time. I've just never seen it, and I could probably say that about almost every other team in the state. You can't tell me that you go to all these tournaments and you've had 6 kids on this team who are all an all-tournament team selection. That's insane.
Nah, kudos to you on your roster building in regards to that and the continuity. So along with that, you know, 2 championship teams, even though they do have a lot of the same players that are on there, what would you say the difference was between last year and this year's team?
Well, last year's team, you know, they really weren't sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't been there, you know. This year, they believed they knew, and it was just a matter of people mumbled every day. It was just like, oh, Lord. I mean, you know, because you don't want that team to sneak up on you, but they knew it, but they didn't come out with a chip on their shoulder in practice. They still worked hard, so that's the difference. They flat out knew they could this year. Last year, when we kept telling them we're good, they were like, okay, all right, y'all might be right. And the closer you get, like, they're right. Yeah, we are right. But I mean, some things have to fall into place. But,
absolutely.
Yeah, that was the biggest difference. I mean, the belief, you know,
the confidence,
the wholehearted belief, you know. And as for me too, like, I've been a lot of rounds. You know, I kept getting to that 4th round, and you could just never get over the hump. So, I mean, there was some apprehension on my part just as well. But when you finally do it, you do it. So,
hey, Coach Allen 2 times, most definitely. So along with that, I just want you to talk about just how competitive the DFW area is, especially for girls hoops, because it seems like before you get to the state part, you got to get out the DFW, and you do have a stacked schedule before you get to the district play and the state tournament play. So just talk about that, Coach.
Well, this year we knew that in order for us to repeat, we were going to have to play some of the toughest teams, right? Our district, besides one other team, it's just not a whole lot of competition every night. So our preseason, we made sure to play defending state champions. I mean, we took on the team out of California. It didn't matter to me. And we were okay with whatever results, as long as the results of the game, as long as it's going to make us better and we grow. And that's what you have to do in order to come back and, you know, compete and bring it home ultimately.
All right, let us know what we're going to know next year about the Lady Raiders. What can we expect?
Well, we got to put in a lot of hard work, right? When you graduate 3 D1 kids.
Yes.
That's. I mean, we're losing 60%, almost 70% of our offense. So it's going to be tough. But I tell you what, we are up for the challenge. We have those 4 juniors that have been around and have played together since the 4th grade, if not younger. So there's a lot of chemistry with them. Of course, they don't have the height, they don't have the athleticism, but the work ethic, the chemistry, the dog, everything that it takes. Like, we're gonna make a run. Like,
so
the idea is to get back.
So when I make the call again, that y'all come a 3-peat won't be crazy if that's possible.
A 3-peat would not be crazy. It's gonna be a challenge. I mean, a huge challenge. It's gonna be hard. I mean, Leander Grant, the ultimate game, they're not losing anybody. The semis is going to be tough. Now you got to face either Lancaster, DeSoto, somebody over there. So it's going to be tough. Like, it's not going to be easy. And not only that, we got to contend with the teams out of Amarillo. They're young. It was a team over there that we played this year. So like I said, they're young and they're going to be something to contend with. But we're hoping with experience. And a little bit of belief and tenacity that, I mean, we can just make some things happen and ruffle some feathers.
Coach Allen, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'm going to call you again next year.
Okay, please do. Let's go.
Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holla, the biggest champions only at the big station. And with me, we had them last year. They went back-to-back, the Denton Ryan Lady Raiders. And with me, big MVP, Jamyla Anderson. How you doing, Jamyla?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. We got to talk about the run, not last year, but this year, going back-to-back. Just talk about this season and being able to raise the gold again.
Well, this year we definitely were on a mission. We knew that we had a chance to run it back, so just focusing on from last year and having to go to a new year, we know we had a bigger chip on our shoulder. We knew how we had people who had a target on our back, and we knew we just had to stay on course, stay on a mission, and we just had to focus in if we want to do it again.
All right, Jamyla, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about last year, because last year, unranked, went to be champions. Then this year, you went from being the hunter to being hunted. So did you notice teams playing y'all a little bit differently or things of that nature?
I wouldn't necessarily say differently. I would say they tried to adjust it, but I feel like we were more adjusted, if that makes sense. Our team, we're just really good. We're just a really good team. So a team can have good defense, but we just have better offense. That's just what it is.
All right, so what was the message for Coach Allen before y'all started the season to go on your championship run again?
She just said that every practice she keeps telling us, if we want to hang a banner, we got to do this. If we want to hang a banner, we got to do that. Like, she just keeps instilling banner, banner, banner. So just to hear that and just like keep knowing like we're on a mission, we just have something we need to do, it just really like made us focus in and lock in and do what we need to do.
All right, so along with that, y'all played some heat this season, Jamyla. So what would you say, at what moment in the season did you know that y'all could repeat? What moment would you say that was for you?
I knew we could repeat from the start.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Like, yes, we had our ups, we had our downs, we had our wins, losses, like, we had some big losses, but in the end, I just knew, like, when those 6 games come, like, preseason, none of that, I mean, it matters, but all that matters is those 6 games. We just got to get through that. So I knew those teams were definitely our preparation for those 6 games, but there was really just one goal and one mission to focus on.
All right, because of course the coach can only do so much, but of course inside the locker room, how did y'all just stay locked in as y'all are? Because I was talking with Coach, y'all hadn't lost a game since December.
Yeah.
So how do you just stay locked in amongst the players?
We're just we're a sisterhood, I would say. So just knowing that we could just go out here, everybody can do everything. Like, one person may have day night, another person may have day night another day, and we're just very versatile as a team, and that we're all just a family, and that we're all just here to support each other. We just knew, yeah, everything was going to work out fine. That's going to be good.
And that's great to hear. Of course, you got 3 D1 young ladies on your team. Then you have, so much continuity on this team, because it's almost a mirror of the team that was last year. A lot of y'all got a lot of reps. So let's talk about that championship game against Leander Glenn. 14 points, 10 rebounds, and a steal. Just talk about that.
Yes, I knew, especially from my last year performance, I knew I just had more to give and more of myself to prove that I need to do. I was already like known as an underdog on the team, and I knew just going out here, I just had my chance, so I just would have took it.
Oh, so shout out to you. So what would you say about this senior class that's going to be moving on? Because I think that's one of the awesome things, you being an underclassman, being the MVP, sending the seniors out the right way. Just talk about them.
Yes, Zay, Kinley, Kaylin, they're the best. Like, they're always just there to push us. We're even there to push them too. Like I said, we're just all a family, so they're just more so like big sister figures. They're just always there to support you, their shoulder to lean on. Like, if you need advice, they'll give it to you, especially like since they're going D1. So it's just nice to have them on the team, and yeah, it's going to be very sad with them next year.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, Jamyla, how do you get ready for the game? Walk us through game day.
Walk us through game day? Well, first, when I wake up, I thank God. Like, amen. I pray.
Yes.
And I know coming game day, I just need to lock in. I watch some film if I need to. I focus in, make sure I get my schoolwork done if I need to. And then when it comes that time, I like to jump rope before the game. I'll listen to music, jump rope, and then I'll read my Bible. Then our coach, she'll give us the walkthrough, scouting report, all that good stuff. And then honestly, it's just game day. Like, it just comes to me naturally.
All right, what's on the playlist?
What's on the playlist? Ooh, it really depends how we're feeling. Because if our team isn't playing music, then I'll definitely listen to my own stuff. Really, what I really like to listen to, Mrs. Trendsetter by Lil Baby. That's my go-to. That's
the go-to. Was that before the MVP performance?
Oh yeah, that's been it.
Okay.
Nickname and all. They call me Mrs. Trendsetter, so it's been my thing. It's been my thing. Definitely Lil Baby. And if it's not Lil Baby, I like to turn up a little bit. Glorilla, Lotto, like Cardi B, all that good stuff. I like to get lit, basically.
Right. So along with this, y'all have a chance at a three-peat. So just talk about what we can expect from the Lady Raiders next season.
Next year. Definitely more grit, especially since we're going to have an even bigger chip on our shoulder. We're going to have more people coming at us. Yeah, we're ready for all this. Just know we're going to come with more grit, more aggression. We're going to be even stronger than we were last year, especially with our new people coming up. And then, yeah, we ready for y'all. That's all I got to say. We ready for y'all.
Jamyla, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holla, the biggest.